got the 3.
Ann Kim has been a trailblazer in the Minneapolis restaurant scene, and now she's just become the first chef to have a partnership with Target, bringing some of her favorite pizzas and dishes to the grocery section. And we want to welcome Ann Kim back to the KARE 11 Saturday. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do we want to start with here? We'll talk about your venture in a second, but you're starting to heat up some dumplings.
Yeah, so I have a partnership with Target in their Good and Gather line. And so I've got 4 frozen pizzas, 3 Korean-inspired appetizers, and one of the appetizers that I'm going to heat up, so you can, of course, try them,
I'm into it.
is the kimchi and pork dumpling,
yum.
which is something that I grew up eating when I was a child. Anytime there was something special going on, my mom would hand wrap a pork and kimchi dumpling. And so I wanted to make sure that this was a part of the line in addition to the 4 pizzas, which is in my wheelhouse and something that we're known for with the restaurants in town.
Okay, so you're obviously known for your pizzas and your exquisite Korean and Korean American cuisine. But how do you get into Target? Like, how did that relationship work? Like, what an advancement for your career.
Yeah, I mean, people don't know, but this relationship began over 2 years ago. So it was sort of an ideation phase, and you know, I spoke at one of their events, and we were selling frozen pizzas during the pandemic out of the restaurants to keep the restaurants afloat. Originally thought about selling our pizzas, and then the conversation turned to, how about we partner with one of our in-house brands? They already have the infrastructure, and I collaborated with them to create flavors that are unique to what I love to eat, what our restaurants represent, along with a line of Korean appetizers, which also represents my Korean heritage. So I'm just excited to be a part of this.
How do you do that in the frozen realm of pizzas? Like, what's the greatest difference between creating a pie that's frozen and to be reheated versus like a fresh wood-fired pie, which is what you
obviously they're very different,
Yeah.
but I thought it was really fascinating to see how you can create this kind of food for a bigger market. And the one thing that I said was really a non-negotiable for me, at least when it came to the pizzas, was the pizza crust.
Okay.
Because we're known for a wood-fired pizza crust at all of our restaurants. I wanted it to be airy and crisp and really flavorful. And so we tested a bunch of different crusts, and this is the one we landed on. I'm so happy with it. And the bottom line is the process is different, but the end is it's got to taste good. And I think it tastes really good.
That's going to get smoking hot in a second. I'm just going to warn you, we've had fires. We've done it live on TV before. You said the crust, and Bobby applauded over here.
Well, she knows crust is one of the most
Crust
important
is
things.
king.
Have you tried this yet?
No, but I'm going to try it.
I feel like frozen pizzas are going through a major revolution right now.
Yes.
Where the options are changing. You can get Detroit style, and you can get different, right? So how does yours differ from maybe some of the other things that are on the shelf and in the freezer section right now?
Well, like I said, the main thing that I really wanted to emphasize with this line was the crust, because that's the foundation for any great pizza. And then the rest is sort of, you know, it's about being creative and the things that speak to you. So I've got 4 different pizzas. A 4-cheese pizza with a chili, sort of spicy sweet sauce.
Okay.
A Italian-inspired pizza with an andouille sausage, which is an Italian cured sausage with sweetie drop peppers that aren't very hot. They're a little sweet. And then these 2 pizzas you'll recognize because the tavern is on our menu at Young Joni and Pizzeria Lola. It's a pepperoni jalapeno pizza with a drizzle of honey.
Oh, yeah.
And then the pickle pie, which is kind of we became known for. Everybody's giggling back there.
They're giggling because I just went, oh yeah. This is like this is how I customize my own pizza.
Yes, and this
Hot honey
particular
is like
pizza
the
comes with a
greatest
packet of honey
there
that
you
you
go.
drizzle over.
And are those potato chips?
They're potato chips, and they stay amazingly crisp. So
All
that
right.
is the pickle pie
Okay.
with crispy potato chips and sort of a ranch-based dressing
We're
underneath.
going in. We can't
Come on
take
over.
it anymore.
Yeah, come on over.
These are heating up right now.
Yeah, they're
But so
heating
you're also doing these dumplings and meatballs as well. They can find this sort of
You can
Korean
find
flavored
them.
inspired
They're right
stuff.
now. They're at an end cap of a freezer section, so
Yeah.
you won't find them next to the pizzas, but you'll find them in their own section. And I encourage them. They're available nationwide. And so people not just in Minnesota will be able to get these creations, but the East Coast, the West Coast, the South, and Middle America. So delicious.
Any plans to expand the line?
Not at the moment. This is a limited run for 12 weeks.
Okay.
But they are going to continue the tavern pie and the pickle pie, so you should be able to get that.
Okay.
But if you love it, contact Target and tell them that you
Tell 'em
want.
we want
We
more.
want more.
That's my
want
wife's
more.
favorite
I have
pizza
to
combination
see.
right there, the pepperoni and the jalapeno.
Me too.
Yeah, she loves that. But what they added honey on top of there?
Yeah. Hot
Yes.
See, folding.
Yeah, look at
folding.
the crust.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do, Ann. You're gonna plate this.
Yes.
We're gonna go to break. We'll try them. We'll come back and close the show out. But you will find
Fantastic.
Ann's Creations at Target in the grocery section, the freezer section. Thank you, Ann. We'll talk to you in a second. We'll be right back.